Hey guys, it's Maggie McGill and I'm back with another super great video. Today I wanted to talk about playing sports while you're fat because I played sports since I was very young. I played soccer from like 3rd grade until I graduated from high school, so I am very familiar with playing sports while fat because I've been fat for all of my life. I realize this isn't something that happened in every school, but my school was so small that I was able to play sports and do theater things and, you know, do volunteer work. Just because that's the environment I grew up in. I totally understand that in other schools and bigger schools you only play sports if you're really good at sports. I wasn't that good at sports, but I still got to play sports all 4 years of high school. So my experience is a little different than other people's, but I know there are fat people playing sports, so this is for you. So as I said, I played soccer since I was pretty young, and then in high school I started playing softball and bowling, but bowling is really not influenced in this subject. If you're looking for a sport to play if you're fat, bowling is a great sport to go to. So when I was playing really active sports, I ran into 3 main problems. The first problem I had, which is probably the most blaring, is falling behind while running. Soccer was so much conditioning. For 2 months before the season started, we'd just be running every day of the week. And I would always be last. So that's problem number 1 in almost any sport I've ever played, is always falling behind while running. Problem number 2 is not fitting into uniforms, because generally they only order a certain number of uniforms in larger sizes. And especially in high school, they do not go up that high in sizes. And the third problem I faced is just not being as skilled as other people. And that's not a fat person problem per se, but when you're already dealing with the fact that you are bigger than everyone else, feeling worse at something just kind of depletes all self-esteem. For me, when I played soccer, I was always the last person when we were running laps or doing any kind of drill like sprints, and that really makes you feel bad. And by the time you get done your laps, everyone is already rested and ready to go, so it's even harder for people that don't have the stamina that other people do, because you really don't get a break in between, and that's awful emotionally. There is this feeling that like your body is betraying you, and that is a feeling I do not want anyone else to feel while they're doing something that should be fun. So if you're dealing with any of these problems while playing a sport, I have a few solutions that might help you, maybe. For the problem with running and falling behind, my number 1 solution is to find a buddy, find someone to run with you. I was usually last, completely last, and then I started kind of losing weight and becoming more active, and I finally caught up to my best friend, who was kind of around my weight but was always a little bit faster than me. And we ran together, you know, from like my junior and senior year. We were always together. It was great. It was great to have someone with me, someone to keep up with, who you know you can keep up with. It's very nice to have a friend while you're running. You feel less alone. You feel there's someone there like with you. You feel a connection with someone. You feel a bond with someone. And bonding is very important when you're a part of a team. Another solution, especially with skills and lacking certain skills, you can always practice on the weekends and on the off season to be better. I personally did not do this because I never thought about it. I was never like, oh yes, I can be better if I would just practice. Like, that literally was never a thought for me. Who knows why? Probably because I didn't have much fun practicing, because I didn't feel good at it. My third tip for dealing with being fat and feeling like you're not good enough to be on a sports team is just focus on the team. Focus on the importance of being a team, making connections, and supporting each other. I know personally, because I was a goalie, that's a lot of watching, and you're almost like a coach on the field, I think. So I definitely became more confident in watching the game, being involved in the game, and you know, it's not just what you do on the field. There's bus rides and tournaments, and you stop to eat, and you have I have so many memories, so many great memories, so many friends that I made like that were lower classmen than me who looked up to me, and I had so much fun being like a mentor to them. Teams are supposed to be fun. They're supposed to be great places to make connections, especially when, you know, there's such a need for, I feel like, girl power in high school and beyond. So just a few takeaway statements from this video. You aren't any less worthy if you can't keep up with the crowd of people running laps. Even if you aren't the best at a skill or the most talented person on the team, you're still an important part of the team. And not everyone has the same body or the same abilities, and that's okay. As always, if you have any comments or tips for people dealing with this stuff, please leave them in the comments. Nothing wrong with spreading more positivity and love. If you like this video, please give it a wonderful thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That'd be really super cool, you guys. And I will see you next time. Bye.